Yo, manga Muichiro dropped the hardest rap bar of 2023 so far. What made you think that you wasn't the only one that wasn't taking this seriously? Woo! God damn! What's up, it's your boy Cintron. Come back at you with another reaction video, and I kid you not, that's my real name. We're gonna analyze as well, but God, this episode was so fire, man. The developments and then just the escalation, man. They directed this, wrote this out, storyboarded this shit perfectly. All right, we start out with them looking out, the swordsmith looking out to see Muichiro on the battlefield with this this upper five. He's number 5. I mean, so he's nothing to be sniffed at or sneezed at, whatever you want to call it. And he's just kind of going back and forth bragging. He don't realize that Muichiro said, "I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level." Like, he's brimming with confidence, bro. And he's, just trying to dissuade him the whole fight. They trash talking going back and forth. This is like epic level shit. So I'm like, yo, this is like a rap battle. And they just bringing heat. And he's just trying to strike a nerve with the kid. And he's not able to get it done. I mean, he's just bouncing back after, each and every, hit that he takes. And he's just slowly, breaking him down, making him flustered, making him heated, making him lose his composure. He's supposed to be the artist, but he out here getting painted on. You know what I'm saying? Getting dunked on, getting slammed on. Like, leave. So he's just attacking with reckless abandon, throwing out his best attacks, blood demon art, 10,000, scale, slime fish, whatever. And he's like, man, ain't no way these dudes gonna pick you to the bone. They're like piranhas, basically. But he ends up using one of his forms, misbreathing, to just slash Autumn, with his 6th form, Lunar Dispersing Mist. It just gets them out the way. But then there's a trap within this, because he wouldn't be dumb, like their blood disperses some kind of poison. He already has poison coursing through his veins. But he did remark that speed, that range just had him, had the attack nullified. But, they're set to release this mist that's going to paralyze him. And if it touches his skin, it's wrapped. So maybe it's like corrosive. He, I think, does, form 7. No, form 5 or 4. Disperses that shit with one blast. He's like, dude, it's like, oh man, I'm touched. Because, the 3rd form, okay, scattering mist splash. That shit the fuck out of there. And he's just flustered, bewildered. Because he's like, man, how the hell he did that with one slash? And then he goes for his neck. He just relocates. He realizes he can shed his skin. And, he tells him that, man, it's just a matter of time. I'm closing in on you, bro. I'm closing in. He's like, well, not quite. And he just tried to keep his composure, but you could tell, like, man, he started to lose it. And then he finally, he goes Frieza. He's like, you gotta see my final form. He transforms. And, he's all, gassed up. And telling him that, you're only the 3rd person to see this. He's like, 3rd? That's a lot, bro. He's like, what would tell you, the bodyguard? You're like, I've only been with 5 men. I don't do this to everybody. Only 5? That's a lot, man. Like he gets so heated. He loses his shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but he does say his scales are hard as diamonds, harder than diamonds, and he needed himself. But he's a pompous, arrogant asshole. So he is liable to make a mistake, or he's overconfident. He's totally looking past Muichiro, because like Muichiro, he got them, the marks. Obviously, to upgrade his power, just like it does to Tanjiro when his scar starts glowing. I had the right word, but discombobulated like his demon. But it's crazy that he's just on another level. Like his analysis, for him to be able to knock that attack away, and then to eliminate it, disperse it, just shows you the next level thinking he's on. And he does get touched by the dude's attack. Whatever he touches now, he's in this form. He can turn to fish. And he's like, I'm smooth, and my scales allow me to move in any which way I want to, and I can I love defying the laws of nature. You are a literal definition, of law defying nature, like your existence, And he just gets all I mean, he's been overconfident since the battle began. Not finishing Muichiro off was just the greatest sin he could have ever done, because you don't sleep on a demon slayer. they might just take your breath away along with inhaling theirs. And we get to go deeper into like he's like, all right, let me not forget his rage. He's smiling with glee and like, man, it's scary. He's like, what made you? It's pointless if you're attacked and you don't touch me. Like, what's the point of doing that? Like the rap battle, he just going bar for bar and just going harder and harder. So we go to him, flashback, him and his brother. His brother, he had to watch his brother rotten flesh. He's trying to remember that hatred that he had, and let that rage, fuel him, infest him like those maggots were with his flesh. He was gonna die. He was on the verge of death. The maggots were eating his flesh because he had a open wound, and the mistress, the wife of the leader of the demon slayers, came and saved him. Boiled water, cleansed his wounds, took him to their hideout, let him train, and he's still injured, but he's like, I'm gonna get this shit. And you can see the hard work and dedication in his eyes. You see the boiling hatred he has for demons and the motivation that is gifted him with to because he is the ancestor of a great demon slayer, to get this job done. So he's training himself, and then Muichiro, let yourself rest. He's like, pause. Let this man be fueled by hatred. Let him go out there and do what he's gonna do, because you can see that he's gonna be a great one. And he's a young guy. It's crazy. I think he's the youngest out of the demon, the hashira, and probably the youngest to ever become hashira. But man, he's just fueled by rage. You can see the mist coming off his body. Like, funny enough, I wonder who's his master. Who taught him to be a mist breather? A mouth breather. But anyway, he said, I work my way up, with vomit and blood. So I'm gonna annihilate all these demons. He's going hard in the paint. So he's like, tells him like, the demon tells him, I'm gonna get serious. So he flies around and Muichiro just deflecting all his shit, man. And he really can't touch him. He's untouchable because Muichiro, like, he's assessing a situation, but the calmness of, with which he's moving about, thinking and composing himself. He's composed. Like, what makes you think that he isn't just feeling you out, getting used to his new powers, because he activated something, and he's just, man, trying to attack, and then he activates this OP form, 7th form, like this, obscuring clouds, and he could just disappear at will. And I'm like, it's a wrap, right? This demon can't touch him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's over. But he, what do you call it? He disappearing, and he's trying to attack. He's like, oh, so slow. I got you. It's that Toguro all over again. You know what I'm saying? He thinks he's got him, and then Elder Toguro, he just keeps disappearing in the wind. But that was actually an illusion. This is an illusion of sorts. But finally, he's stops toying with his food, and he comes in close. It's the cleanest, like, ooh, I mean, bars. The head comes right off, like, and the demon's frothing, mad. Ain't shit you can do about it though. Stay mad and die, nigga. Like, he is about to lead his plane, and like, he chops the head off, and then before he could even react, he doesn't let him react. He's like, he doesn't even know what's going on. He's like, oh damn, let me fade this nigga. Oh, why am I upside down though? Like, I gotta, hurry up and get it done. Bruh, it's done. You are done. You are headless. You know what I'm saying? And what do you call it? He tries to grow back his arms on his body. So, it shows that, like, he's not gonna immediately die, but he is incapacitated because he's been decapitated. And your boy was right in his assessment. You gotta cut the head off this demon, not like the other demon. Like, he has a different body, so it wouldn't matter if you cut that body or whatever. And then he tries to grow the head back, so he just like shuts him. He's like just talking shit, mash, talking about, oh man, like, you're not even worth 100 to me, and like, I'm so above you, and I could have made you into art. But why didn't you then, bro? The stupid ass waited to the last moment, and then just on some superior type shit. You coasted on how many hundreds of years? You had hundreds of years, and the dude is only like in his teens, whatever. He beat your ass, and like you mid talking sentence, he slices his head, then hit him with that trunks. Boy, it's over. he start melting away. Like ain't no Tanjiro sad talk time. Life reflection. He said, "Deuces, bro. Let's get you out the game real quick. Overwrite your save data, and you're erased." So I mean, he's out the game, bro. But Muichiro's mark does disappear, so it's like, okay, he's out of God mode basically, and he's gonna be feeling the effects of that poison. You know that, and Haganesico is still. I mean, since the beginning of the episode, he's still out there, sharpening that sword, and the other guy, he's like comes up to talk to Muichiro, like, man, Muichiro, man, you're good? Yeah, I'm good, man. He starts to fade a little bit. He's like, all right, yeah, he's done, man. But you see that it's he's not gonna be able to help our boys. He's like, I gotta go and help Tanjiro them. Yeah, bro, you gotta sit this one out because you're pretty much done. I mean, you're done for the day. I don't know if he's done for the day, but they're gonna be struggling over there. And we flash back to them, and man, it is rough. Them sword heads from Hashirama from Naruto that he borrowed are eating our team alive. I mean, they whooping our ass. Like Tanjiro just barely surviving, and he gets nicked. His foot, gets injured. I'm like, bro, this ain't looking good, man. And he's like, all right, there's 66 shaku. I don't know what the hell that is. That's in old Japanese measurement terms. That's the length of the reach, and outside of that, I should be safe. But just trying to get out of that is just battle for survival. Nezuko, she done got wrapped up. Your boy Gideon, he done got wrapped up. Even though he could, he got strength to break open them. But they could easily regenerate. It's not even his main body. There's extensions of him. They're fighting, and they can use attacks. They can use all 4 attacks. Like the lightning and that debilitating wave. It just busts Tanjiro eardrum. I'm like, damn, you can't hear no more. Like what? He's like, LeJohn, huh? What? You know what I'm saying? Like it's insane because he's at such a disadvantage. He gets blown away. He's disoriented. If it wasn't for him being out of range, he would have been straight. But he's not out of range. Demon like put some alien type shit. Blah 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 blah, gets in closer, and within each head there's another head and a mouth, and grabs Tanjiro, snaps him up. He's trying to like, hey, I can't even. I don't even have space to breathe and use any moves because I'm out of breath. I'm just on my toes. And then he gets snatched up, and the dragon head swallows him. He's like, oh no, bro, what the fuck going on, man? Nezuko, somebody help. She trying to bust out. She can't. Gideon trying to bust out. He can't. Man, like we're scarred. We're stuck. And we see him inside. I'm like, okay, maybe he can bust out a move. Nope. I mean, and there's some desperation. I mean, I know what's happening. I know what they're telegraphing, but I'm just desperate at this point. I'm like, my heart beating like, all right, still yourself, because I mean, I know we're gonna survive, but the anime can't get over here. But what the hell going on, man? He's getting crushed. Demon ain't even eating him. He's getting crushed. And like, okay, what the hell going on, bro? Because boy, gotta make it out of this. And we just hear silence, and we see your girl Kondo. She jump over the pile of huddle. She got that bendable, malleable sword. Kind of like. I'm not gonna go there because I would get her to work though. She's busted character and busty. But it's wild. I'll get to something a little bit later. But yeah, it's looking desperate, out there. And she pretty much says that they gets him on the back, and he's like trying to tell her he's upper 5. Like she's evading and moving all stuff and slicing them things open, and like she's like, and what if he's an upper 5? I don't care. Like basically she didn't say that, but she said it with her actions. And man, she's our hope right now because Tanjiro's injured. His foot is compromised. He can't dodge, and he has limited mobility, even worse than it was when he was fighting that the one iteration of the demon. I mean, this is the dude fused with all the powers. He's got the plan right now. But we see, I'm going back to before we close the episode, Muichiro, he got closure with his family. He got his memories back, and that scale, it's funny, the scale, like, you thought, oh boy, the little boy that he saved was dead, but he had it on his chest, like the hilt that Tanjiro gave him from Rengoku's sword. So he's like, he gets a flash of the Rengoku, he gets all emotional, he sees his family, he gets emotional, he's like, brother, I did it, like, I finally kind of like avenged you guys, defeating a strong ass demon. And yeah, man, like it's this dude that I mean, like, he's been saved, and yeah, we're not, you know, we're not out of the woods, of course, because he's trying to recuperate and whatnot. But yeah, it's such an emotional victory for him. Yeah, but you know, like I said, we're closing out the episode because Kanroji, you know, she pretty much gives us some hope there at the end. Because, man, it was looking Memphis bleak. But anyways, we'll see what next episode. I mean, like, the title of the episode is The Love Hashira, Kanroji Mitsuri. And, man, I'm feeling the love right now. All right, but anyways, let's get up out of here. Messy as hell. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you like. Thanks for watching. Check me out at Cintron, Cintron Anime, Cintron Life, or Cintron Laughs, or other social media.